Westbrook as he lets it go. Gets a very good look and converts. The Bulls have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And it's Carter missing. The Thunder have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. Hamilton kicks to Russell. Baylor with the steal. Wade against West. Dishes to Chamberlain. Out of bounds, Bulls ball. Chicago keeps possession.
Still Bulls ball.
And now let's have a look at the teams that were last year's best from the free throw line. The Bulls third.
Boy, Kevin, I thought their coach really did a fantastic job of getting all of the guys on the team to realize the importance of free throws. You know, last year where they were great, excellent from the line. This year, they're hoping to do even better.
The shot by Pierce will not go.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range. And guys, you talk about players who have that killer instinct. Russell Westbrook is right at the top of that list.
Count the bucket. Westbrook's got the lead up to 2 now for the Thunder.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Well, it was a season last year of heartbreak and change for the Thunder, narrowly missing the playoffs as the Pelicans beat them out for that 8th position.
Yeah, and they were teetering back and forth on that 8th spot for most of the year. Ultimately, they just couldn't hold on to that final playoff spot.
Guys, for the Thunder, that playoff miss was the first time they didn't make the postseason since their first year in Oklahoma. Fans have really been spoiled with how successful the Thunder have been of late.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Chamberlain. Mourning comes in for Baylor. Joe Dumars, he's checked in for Vince Carter. And it's Nash in for West. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Emeka Okafor is checked in for Russell. Garnett comes in for Pierce. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Richard Hamilton. And Thomas subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
And the Western playoffs it seemed a bit amiss without having the Thunder involved. Westbrook, I tell you what, he did everything he could to try and carry that injured group into the postseason last year, but it just wasn't to be.
.52 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Thomas passes to Okafor. Looks for Thomas, gets it to him. No luck. Now Chicago takes it the other way. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
And going back a season ago, it was a win for both sides in their 2 meetings.
And even though one side played postseason basketball and the other stayed at home, you wouldn't have known it in their matchups.
And you just look back over the career of LeBron, and you have to say he's an all-time great already. I mean, the numbers are there. The multiple championships, some already calling him the best small forward to ever play the game.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And another lead change here. How many of these are we going to have tonight?
I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to bet it'll be more than a few.
For Oklahoma City, they've gone 8 of 12 since the start of the second quarter. That's a really high percentage, hitting around 67%. Wade with it. He has 6. Garnett with a screen on Dumars and stolen by Nash. Shot is no good. And we're through the first half of basketball here in what's been a good one. Thunder out in front. They're up by 1. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, I'm here with Kevin Garnett. And Kevin, how does this team navigate the ups and downs and pressure to come out and win games like this one that you're in the middle of here tonight?
Nothing's easy. You know, we do it together. We don't do it individually. And when we do, we look bad. But when we do it together, we look pretty darn good.
KG, thank you for the time. Guys, he's always preaching team.
Thank you for the great interview, Doris. We'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. A competitive matchup for Oklahoma City in the first quarter. During one stretch, they trailed by 7, never falling behind too far. Some great work in the second quarter as they fought hard and were able to make up the difference and then some, now leading by 1. Kenny, let's get your take on Oklahoma City.
Well, they called the right plays, and then they executed them. Great job in the first half. That's why they were so efficient, and they shot so accurately. The defense threw a number of different looks at them, but they were always prepared because they were cool, calm, and efficient.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, if you can't shoot the ball, you might want to stop chucking it up. They keep trying the three, but it's not going down. They're relying too much on the three ball, way too much. It's good when it's falling for you, but when it's not, you have to try something else.
So that does it for us. Hope you enjoyed our halftime show. Now, we take you back to Kevin Harlan for the second half call.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. One of the stories here, Alonzo Mourning getting it done today.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly great of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
They've got LeBron James. Nash is out there with Dumars. And it's Chandler. And it's Mourning in at the 4-man position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The Thunder with the lead. We know Oklahoma City has the stars, the big names, the offensive flair. But, you know, Greg, this team, and you appreciate this, is a very tough defensive group.
Yeah, I think they've matured in that area. In the past, that wasn't always true. But last year, the Thunder really hung their hat on their defense. Top 10 in opponents' field goal percentage. And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Shoots from 14. And Garnett misses.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Russell Westbrook. Coming off a terrific season. Last year, checking in at 28 points per game, 8 assists and 7 rebounds. And when he takes over at the point, he really keeps the offense flowing.
Well, his skill set is solid. He's a good ball handler. He makes good decisions in playmaking. He's really the ideal backup. You know, when you look at the Thunder and their defense, it starts with the length they have on the perimeter. It also helps to have rim protectors backing them up on any drive.
And he sinks the second.
And a final note on the Thunder defense. A lot of it is a mentality. They have guys that aren't scared to challenge shots. And they're a solid group that knows how to play tough team defense.
How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Wade dishes to Russell. Pierce with it. Now Chandler defending. Garnett. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession. And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew on.
It's Pierce with the drive, and he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35.
And the Thunder making a change here. Hamilton's checked in.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical, be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
LeBron against Pierce. Releases. And again, LeBron missing.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah,
Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
And guys, as we all know, Kevin Garnett is one of the very best power forwards ever to play the game. I mean, was passed by Tim Duncan last year for total rebounds by active players. Still an amazing statistic among many for KG, a future Hall of Famer.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Chamberlain's checked in for Chandler. Carter comes in for Dumars. And West subs in for Steve Nash. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Thomas is checked in. West kicks to Carter. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Carter's got 8 points. And for KG, the last 3 seasons have obviously been very, very tough. His injuries and declining athleticism have led to down numbers really across the board.
Yeah, I mean, his role now has transformed. He's more of a clubhouse leader, a mentor to the up-and-comers, an extra coach, if you will, in game and on the sideline.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. And it's Carter missing.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
Richard Hamilton on the wing. Pulls up, high post, and he didn't get quite enough under that one. James. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Thunder out in front, ending the third quarter on a 14-5 run. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. And the final period of play just about to start. Bulls trail by 7. So the Thunder 5 right now. Okafor out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Russell. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Wade in at the shooting guard position. Outside Russell. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Russell's got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder. The Bulls shooting well, 50% from the floor. Westbrook against West. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.